right. Hey everybody, this is James OutLaw Frags, and I am glad you are here again at another video with me and Russ. I'm James, this is Russ. If you've never been here before, this is OutLaw Frags, and we're going to talk about some fragrances today. Or colognes, whatever you want to call them.
Fragrance, cologne, smell good juice.
Yes,
absolutely. Scented waters.
Women attractors.
Yeah. Or just general attractors.
Yeah, no doubt. Doesn't matter.
It don't matter, guy, girl. I mean, as long as you smell good,
that's
no one
all
wants to be around someone that's offensive smelling. So,
no doubt. So both of these are yours.
Yes.
I don't have but one Bvlgari fragrance, and it's one of the aquamarines. I think it's aquamarine.
Is that the blue one?
Yeah, it's the blue pebble one. Yeah. And I just got a mini of it. But I've never smelled, like we talked about when you did your haul video, that I've been interested in these because I've never smelled them.
So
I have no clue.
I brought them over for what?
For you guys to smell. Yeah. No, for me actually, because I'm interested in them.
So the first thing I think we need to talk about on these is these have like this twist top, and it's on each of this line.
Yeah.
So all you do is you just twist it, and what that does is prevents it from spraying when you're traveling or it's just sitting there. I keep them locked. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and spray them. I just did a wearing of this one. This is designated as a nice summer scent.
Oh, that's nice.
This opens with and maintains the cactus for a while. This has got a cactus note in there that's very unique. It's the only one in my whole collection that's got it. And I'm going to put this one in that hand for you. This one,
that's
Bvlgari
winter.
Man In Black, I believe is yeah, your fall
and winter.
Winter.
It's nice, warm.
This one is your spring,
straight summer. Yeah.
So that's the difference. If you're doing, I do not own Black Orient. That's on my short list, but this one I picked up at TJ Maxx for $39.99. Which
is like when you showed me, I was like, wow, it's still not cheap. At full retail, if you bought it at Dillard's and stuff, it'd be way over 100. It'd be about $100 or a little bit over.
Yeah. It's somewhere about $100.
Yeah.
And then this one, if you remember, if you were part of the videos before, Mr. Cheap Scent is where I got this one out of that big haul that we did. He sold it because it gave him a headache right out the gate. I had a full wearing of this, pulled compliments, no headache, no issue. So those who are prone to, you know, maybe possibly getting headaches, get a sample before you just outright buy this. For those of you that don't have issues, great scent.
Yeah, because it's not heavy.
Forever. I mean, literally, people are saying it just doesn't perform. 3 hours and it's gone. I don't know. I didn't get that. Yeah, I didn't get that type of performance. I worked basically 12-hour day shifts, and when I got home, now it's a skin scent, you know, that it's probably not out there projecting and doing what. So you have to say, okay, what are you calling performance? Because as long as I'm still smelling it, to me, it's like
the longevity.
It may be a skin scent to me, and you're saying, well, that doesn't count.
But yeah, see, when I think of it, when I say that the longevity is over, is like I was telling your son, if you have to dig your nose into your hand in order to smell it, it's gone. But if, let's say, if a woman gives me a hug and they can smell it, it's still there. It's still there. It's still working. The difference is that we're sitting next to each other and you can't smell it on me. It's on a very personal, small bubble that, you know, your significant other or somebody that you don't mind being close to you can still enjoy.
Well, he brought up my son because he's behind the camera.
Yeah, he's running our cameras today.
There's been a time where I've gone home and I quit smelling something 3 hours, 4 hours ahead of time, and he's helped me unload groceries and stuff, and he's like, what do you have on today? That smells good. And it's like, oh, you can still smell it? Now we're talking 14, 15 hours in, and it's like,
how do you smell it?
He's just still catching a whiff of it, and it's like, that's incredible. That we go nose blind.
You go anosmic to it.
Of these fragrances do that. This one, I just kept catching whiffs all day long. And it wasn't like it was saturating me. It was a whiff here, a whiff there, and you know, amazing scent. I really do like it.
I will say I like them both. This one appeals to me more
because of the fall, and
summer's
coming to an end. So
yeah,
if you're going to be pulling that out in the fall,
yeah, it's really I dig this. This is really nice.
It's got more depth to it,
yeah,
and more spices. And I'm still trying to pull out the note that I'm getting out of that one. Maybe you can pull it out, but there's a uniqueness factor in that one that I don't know about y'all, but I really get into trying to separate the different notes, and I really enjoy that part of this. And when I was finally able to say, okay, well, they keep saying cactus, and when you're able to pull that,
when you can smell that note, yeah. Sometimes that's a good thing and a bad thing, because a really good fragrance, a really well blended fragrance, you shouldn't be able to pick it apart and smell the notes.
Right.
It should just be one continuous. Then it's going to be another smooth transition, or it presents itself as one cohesive scent. It's not, okay, I can smell this note and that note.
But you still have that transition from your beginning to mid to your base.
Oh, if you have a fragrance that transitions, I've had lots of them that are linear, but if they're really well blended, you can't. I have a hard time picking them apart because the blend is so nice.
Because some of them I can't do it.
Yeah, some of them I can't either.
Like Lucky Number 6 we were talking about, and we were trying to figure out what it was.
Yeah,
and it was plum. It was plum that we were smelling, but because I don't own a lot of plum, I own plum loco from Happy Land, and Lucky Number 6 was my second plum one.
Yeah.
So when you go back and you research, and it's like, what is that? It smells awesome. It's a great little scent right there, but you're trying to pick it apart and figure it out. So the one that was suggested to me, which I think is going to be next in this line, is just Bvlgari Man.
Yeah.
Like I have Bvlgari Man Extreme right here. It's just going to be Bvlgari Man, and a lot of people are suggesting that one to me. So.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things about the Man in Black too. This is really good. You could wear this in the summertime too. You just have to be like really careful on your sprays, because if you walked outside, like today, it's got to be, what is the temperature today? It's hot.
Yeah, it's 95 plus.
Yeah, and then the humidity is really high, because we were outside earlier.
We're sweating.
Yeah, my dome's always shiny. So, but yeah, we went outside earlier, and I was just sweating bullets. This would be a wee bit too much if I put like 3 or 4 sprays on it.
Okay, and going back to the days, I wasn't taught this is a summer scent.
No, me neither.
Scent.
Yeah,
if this is the one that I like, you would adjust up or down depending upon the weather. If it is 197 degrees out today, I'd do 1 spray of this. I'm good. I think it'd be good. If it is 20 degrees out, and I do 8 to 10 sprays of this to punch through. That's how fragrances, colognes back in the day, that's how you did it. You didn't do...
There wasn't summer scents, winter scents, none of that. Well, you know what? If there might have been, I wasn't aware of it. Yeah.
Right. Fragcom didn't exist to me at that point in my life, so a lot of people learn, and like Fragcom is growing, you're learning about spring, fall, like Black Orient, which will be here. Man will be here. Man is supposed to be more of an everyday spring through fall. So then you have like a summer scent. Then you have, I think, again, spring and fall, but skip pretty much summer. And then your Black Orient should be more of your fall, winter type style. And that's the way that we progress through it.
And it works, to me, at this point in time, when you look at it this way, it works better, because it's just like your clothes. Like, you wouldn't put on a heavy parka in the middle of summer.
Right.
You could.
Exactly.
I might look at you funny.
If you're a wrestler and you're wearing a trash bag right now and losing weight, that's exactly
one thing.
What we're talking about.
Yeah, pretty much. So if you use these in that connotation, like spring and summer, summer and fall, fall and winter, that's when these shine the best for the characteristics of the scent. Like, this is going to be 1,000 times better when it's cold outside. Or it's cool.
When it's punching through it.
Yes.
And like me right now, and like a lot of you guys, if you're making major purchases, I'm wearing this in the middle of summer.
I wear some winter fragrances in the summer too.
Any new purchase I get, I'm wearing. So instead of doing your 8 to 10, you're only doing like 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, and this is your control one, just so you can see how long it lasts, how long. But a typical person that buys it may have only 3 fragrances in their whole arsenal.
Yeah, or 1.
Or
my
one.
dad was, when I was growing up, my dad had 1 bottle of Old Spice. And he didn't really wear much of anything else except for that. He had Brut. I remember Brut as a small child. But that's it.
The green bottle.
Yep. Didn't matter if it was 40 degrees below zero outside or 100. He wore the same thing day in and day out.
I wore Javon Musk for Men for over 20 years.
Yeah.
Over 20 years. And then I quit smoking. So I'll give a backstory, I guess, to everyone. I quit smoking. I started smelling a lot more. I started actually opening up my palate, and we've already explained that Lawton, Oklahoma has this issue of fragrances and
lack thereof,
and our TJ Maxx is one end cap, right? Well, we had a shortage of Javon Musk. I mean, a shortage. There was no Javon Musk anywhere in Southwest Oklahoma. So I had to go and say, well, what am I going to wear now? That actually started my journey because not even the PX up on Post had it. So I went out and I started smelling different things. I had just recently quit smoking and my nose was in overdrive. Then again, you go back into the cheapies. Why do people spend money on cheapies? Because I wanted to experience everything at that point.
Yeah, because you just don't know. Right. Well, even with the collection I have there, we've talked about this or made mention of it before, that there's still tons and tons and tons of stuff that I have never smelled.
Right.
You know, so it's an ongoing progressive journey to when you first get exposed to it until the day you step in the grave. You never get to smell everything.
No, but I mean, it's been a fun journey. It's just make sure that you're not putting yourself into, it's real easy for this to become an addiction.
Oh yeah, well, here, great example. There's 400 bottles behind me. If we'll just say on average 200 bottles are at least $100 or more, how much money is that?
Yeah, you're banking back there.
Yeah,
that could be your retirement.
Yeah, it doesn't take long before you have a very substantial investment in this when you get into it, and it happens really quick because, well, they could see your progression of purchases over the last 2 months just to see how much you've bought.
Right.
And I am just as bad. I've really slowed down within the last 6 months. I'm really kind of particular about what I buy these days because I picked up pretty much everything that I could afford. So now I'm in the process of, well, I want something that's a little bit more expensive.
Unique, like snipering something. You're particular.
I'm really
particular.
particular.
This or that. And that's, him and I have talked, I've really stopped the major purchasing. And now it's been more pinpointed, such as our unboxings.
Speaking of,
these are,
let's slide these two up
for the last several weeks have been pinpointed, just one, purchase that it was purposely, I'm stepping up a game type thing, my game. And so okay, right here above his head, see right here?
Above the bald spot.
We're going to put a poll. Because some people say that I should already have it out of this box and then just open the package that's inside of this package, or others are saying they like it when we open this. So we're going to put a poll here. Do you want them fully boxed or unboxed and then unbox the boxing?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yep, I got it. I personally like this because you get the whole experience. This is like me buying something and I get to open it. What did we get this time? It's from Sterling Armand. Oh, I know what this one is. Yep. So
this is Derby Clubhouse Blanche.
Yep.
The bad thing about that camera, I'll do it over here too, is I can see when it focuses. I still haven't had this one. This one has been on my radar for about 6 months now, where I really wanted it. And
because I actually gave you a clone of Silver Mountain Water.
Right. And I really liked Silver Mountain Water.
You really enjoy it. To me, it's not bad. It's just one of those ones that just doesn't grab me. Because I have a bottle of, what is that? El Ventura Blanche up there that I wear every blue moon. It doesn't smell bad. It's just one of the ones that just don't grab me. What is your initial possession?
I'm going to show them the bottle first.
Yeah. I will say the bottle's really nice. And
yeah, the presentation.
Our moths are normally either really kind of cheeky or they're like this one I really like.
This one is nice. I like this. This is going to look good on the shelf. It really presents itself well.
And your first impressions of Silver Mountain water?
I like it. We have.
Yep, it's up on the top. It's right there.
La Adventure.
Yep, with the white band.
La Adventure Blanche was the one that we were smelling before.
And then what was the one that I gave you? That was Silver by El Rehab.
Silver.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wear silver a lot with a roll-on impression, an oil impression. So.
And then, you know, this is a great example of if you're...
Oh, no, these are two, smell that, two totally different openings.
Yeah.
This one is much better. This is a
little bit more citrus is what I get out of this.
But two totally different in the opening. So maybe on the dry down,
they come together closer.
Will be a closer match.
I will say that I'd be more apt to wear this than I would be to wear this.
As far as the opening, you're saying?
I enjoy the opening on this a little bit.
I guess I should just keep holding them up because our
cameraman sucks.
No. These are the two though that we're looking at right now. And all honesty, I don't own any of the originals. I don't own a single Creed.
I've smelt the original, and to be honest with you, I'm more than happy with having that.
With this one?
Yeah, because
this is not my... you like better of this one?
I do like the opening of that better.
So I'm interested in like the total complete dry down, or like when I'm not wearing 6 other fragrances, to do a side-by-side here, plus with the El Rehab Silver.
See which one you like best out of all 3.
And maybe do a comparison and how long each of them lasts. Because like the oil roll-on, that lasts forever. It just is not a projector whatsoever. It will not project out there. It will not draw you. That's why I layer the 2 of them together. I put them both together so that way I get the
projection
and the projection. Because honestly, silver doesn't last that long.
Yeah. And people say that about, you know, the Creed. You know, it doesn't last.
The actual original.
Yeah. But this is a great pickup. And this isn't a new, this fragrance has been around for a while, so it's definitely...
And I'm trying to remember genre. Is it Russian water?
Yeah, I think so, but I'm not sure.
I think that was my son of the day like 4 videos ago, 5 videos ago.
Yeah, my memory doesn't last that long. I can't remember.
And that one did last forever. It seemed to last all day. So I'm interested to see how long this one lasts.
Yeah, I like this. This is a score.
So we've had Bvlgari, we've had Armaf, and we had El Harmain.
Yep, Blanche.
So,
like we always say, there's no bad time to
smell good.
And this stuff all smells good. So we will see you on the next video. Thanks for spending some time with us. We greatly appreciate it. Till then, we'll catch you on the next one.